Hi, and welcome once again to my channel. Tonight I will be reviewing BT Presents the Encore episode 4. And of course, the episode started when, it started where it left off, where the ladies were actually arguing at the dinner table, right? So Keely and some of the other girls were having a discussion, it turned into an argument. And we see where Keely kind of shifting gears. She's actually been friends with the twins, but somehow she starts to kind of badmouth the twins. And she actually goes and tells the choreographer that the twins are actually saying some things and kind of get the choreographer to be on her side in support of her and somewhat against the other ladies. I think the other ladies are going to see for themselves, just as Keely said, that Aubrey is not really here for them. Aubrey is there in the house for Aubrey, right? She does not know how to be a team player. And you will see that despite her being elected queen, she still doesn't know how to be a team player in bringing everyone together. So it sparks a lot of back and forth discussion among the ladies as to what Aubrey's role really is in relation to them and whether or not they should keep Aubrey as the queen. Of course, I'm going to speak about it a little later on down in my broadcast. However, this episode was not all that. I'm hoping that it will pick up for next week. But basically, what they have shown us thus far was basically, talking, maybe laying some, what would you say, no, alliances between people forming and showing where maybe some later arguments may have developed. Lemisha, of course, we have been talking about Lemisha from last week, and this week again, Lemisha seems to be the topic of discussion. And Lemisha clearly is having issues with, participating amongst the group. However, I commend the twins, Frick and Frack, I call them sometimes, for actually going to Lemisha and apologizing for possibly things that they would have said that hurt Lemisha's feelings. But as I stated before, I think Lemisha is also not feeling confident in herself. And because she's not confident, she, has X'd herself out of the group somewhat. Whenever they have work to be done, she's nowhere to be found. And you can't blame people for your own inadequacies. So it's coming from many different angles. On the one hand, I can say that the twins were probably a bit too harsh on Lemisha, but on the other hand, I can say that Lemisha herself contributed to the twins being harsh on her because she did not do what was necessary for her to be appreciated within the group. Now, the twins also talked about how they are also unappreciated within the group of girls. And I would agree with them because basically, other than Aubrey, I think the twins are the only ones who are making the effort to put out the album. They are the ones who are doing songwriting, they are producing, and yeah, they are not so strong at the singing, but they are doing the thing. They are doing what they need to do. And the song that they wrote, one of the songs that they wrote, the one I think about skeletons in my closet, that song really sounded very good. Now, speaking of songs, Pam also came up with some lyrics to a gospel song that she wanted to include. And trust me, the gospel song sounded really nice. I really enjoyed it. But when it comes to an overall concept, would one gospel song on an overall concept where they're talking about bitches and girls and dating men and all of these things, how is that one gospel song going to fit into this group? All right. So, you see where everybody is pulling in different directions. I think on the one hand, the twins want to make something out of this experience to push their names out there. Aubrey is looking to get a comeback to say that yes, she was a talented member of Vanity Kane and is now back into the fold of media. Keely also probably wants to be called back to get some type of reality show booking. So she's creating all types of drama, right? Miss Nivea, she is somewhat going to be the breakout star of this show because she is the one who we see kind of making everything gel together in that she comes up with ideas, she sings, she dances, she laughs, she keeps herself out of the drama, and she is friendly towards people. So many persons are going to like Nivea's character. I like Nivea's character, right? But at the end of the day, all of these ladies, as I say, is pulling in their own different directions. So it is interesting to see whether or not they will all be able to bring it together under one umbrella and to sell us the idea that they are one cohesive group. All right. And as I had said before, Frick and Frack had apologized to Miss Lamisha, who always seemed to be crying on every episode. I am annoyed at her at this point. And that was good because as women, we tend to be very harsh on each other. And the fact that they were able to recognize where they went wrong and, try to resolve the issue for the good of the group, this was in fact very good. The ladies, they get an assignment that they need to find out what is the name of their group and, make it be known, so they'd have to discuss it and come to some form of agreement. But behind the scenes, Aubrey is dropping the seeds of discontent, as I said, by going to the choreographer and talking about the ladies behind their backs. Aubrey, from now and again, comes back to the main group, but for most of this episode, Aubrey seems to be missing as the queen. And the ladies are asking the question, what is the point of having a queen if the queen is never around to resolve any issues, right? And when she's even around, she's arguing because even at one point she is arguing with Keely, right? And well, whereas I can say that Keely kind of started the whole thing for Aubrey to end up arguing with her. On the other hand, there was no reason for Keely to just stand up there in the kitchen and taking everything that Aubrey was saying. But I think Keely has her own plans. She wants Aubrey to do bad all by herself, maybe. And so the other ladies will be able to see Aubrey for who Keely sees her as, right? But the whole religious song, I think both Aubrey and Keely really are not feeling Pam, right? And Aubrey, she went into the booth at one point to try to sing along with that gospel song. And as white as Aubrey is, I think Aubrey must understand or would understand what the essence of certain gospel music is. I think as a professional singer, she would know that, okay, you're going into the booth to sing gospel. There's a certain type of energy that you're going to bring to it. So for them to be coaching Aubrey over and over, this is how you need to sing it. This is what we're expecting from you. I think Aubrey went in there deliberately because she did not want that religious song to be a part of the album. Um, But I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. What you think about that song being included, right? Keely, um, at one point said Aubrey was just a reality TV star, and that this is why Aubrey was, bringing mess into the house. But anyways, with all that went on, they wanted to replace Aubrey at the end, and Aubrey was saying that she wouldn't be able to come to the party that she herself had planned, but she said that she would ask Irish to be the temporary queen, right? And at this party, they had some secret cards, and at the end, one of the questions was who should be replaced in the group. And of course, most of the ladies stated that the queen is the one who they thought should be replaced, right? Because they didn't think that Aubrey was doing a good job. It kind of funny that Aubrey complained about um, Keely so much not doing her job, and then at the end of the day, Aubrey, who has been given the role of queen, is not doing her job, right? And yet she does not want to take the criticism from the other ladies that she is doing piss poorly. That's how people are. People are quick to give criticisms but are not quick to take them, right? But what we are going to do, this is the world that we live in. What are you guys feeling? I'm not really feeling this episode, guys. So if it sounds a bit boring, I really am not feeling this episode. It took me some time to really put together this review, but I am doing my best. Aubrey, Nivea, she stated at the end that she thought that the name for the group should be Bag of Bitches. And that should be the name of the group because they are all bitches. What do you guys think? What do you have to say about this? Tell me down in the comments. That's all I have for this review of BET Presents the Encore. I hope by next week we won't see any more crying from Lamisha, and that things will begin to pick up. That's all I have for now. Bye.